Well, good morning YouTube. Lofty's here, the Lofty biker. I've popped down to Penryn, down an ocean at Falmouth. Picked up this little beauty. This is the F900r. Beautiful blue, innit? Anyway, if you're interested in the BMW F900r, you stick around. Here we are, Ocean Falmouth. I've got this nice little beauty today. It's one I haven't ridden for a long time, the F900r. Let's see how we get on. Nice reassuring burble, sounds lovely, doesn't it? Okay then YouTube, so here we are. We're in Dynamic Pro, how about that? Throttle seems pretty sharp, it's nice. Nice burble. Lovely sounding engine, sounds far nicer than the old R. Feels a bit lively, a bit peppier too, but of course, this is a nice one, it's a TE with all the nonsense on it. Like I say, we're in Dynamic Pro. Anyway, first thing Lofty notices, seat's very hard. Steering feels nice and smooth, nice and secure. That throttle's lovely, no lurch, no lag. It's a little bit cramped in the knee for a big lad. So all you boys taller than 5'10", you might find this one just a little bit cramped. We've got a quick shifter. It's very new. Needs a bit of a firm stab, whether that's the actual quick shifter or the gearbox, I don't know. But I wouldn't have thought this has had many miles. It's just come down from the Plymouth store, Ocean Plymouth. They've got a demo day on tomorrow, so it should be quite busy. Anyway, I think the best thing we can do is just ease off in this new 30 zone where they've put new houses. Oh, they have built some houses, didn't they? Shows how long it's been since I've been up here. Anyway, here we go. Okay, we're in road mode. We still feel pretty flighty. Quite like the colour. I'll show you on the walk round. We're not far away. We're going to park by the Haggle and I'll give you a bit of a look-see. So here we are, approaching Lambamba. My old pal Pikey lives in Lambamba. We're going to take a right though, down to the Haggle. It's a Saturday today, on the bank holiday weekend, and there's a lot of bikes and cars about. Here we are, the Argle. Let's have a look at it. Okay, what do you reckon? Oh no, I'm a big lad, and it's not the biggest of bikes. It's a roadster. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely looking bike. They've done a cracking job on the facelift for this. It really does look nice. Anyway, there's not a lot of seat. As I say, you're pretty much in it. So, feet up. The cutaway, I can just about get away with it. As you know, 6'5", 16.5 stone, I'm a big lad. I've got a big long 34-inch legs. So, my foot is hitting the back pegs. I bring it forward and it's a bit tight here. It's a bit small, but it's a gorgeous looking machine. And I'm ever so pleased I can have a ride on it. As you can see, eh? Should I have a close up? Let's have a walk round. Gotta say, I really do like the colour. They've improved the front, ain't they? That looks so much more aggressive. Far nicer than the old one. Yeah, it's lovely. The pipe looks great, doesn't it? Okay, keyless. There we go. The key has to be fairly close to the bike to make it work. It's the R. So we got the standard old dash. We've had this for ages. Some people say it's starting to get a bit dated, but to be fair, I still think it's the best dash available. We've got the genetic mirrors, span adjustable hydraulic brakes, heated grips, modes, start stop all in one button. Coming across is your power. Coming across a bit more, so you've got span adjustable clutch, cable operated, cruise control, whiz wheel, menu buttons, suspension buttons. We got indicators, horn, little pip, pass light, high and low. It's not bad. Shall we have a listen? That's quite a reassuring burble, isn't it? It's quite loud from the cockpit. That sounds great. Let's have a look at the side. As I said, it's a good looking pipe, isn't it? There you go, not bad. Let's have a close up of the cycle parts and give you a talk about it, tell you what it is. Okay, let's give it its full title. The BMW F900r 2025 model. It's based on the original 2020 version, but of course this is Euro 5 Plus. It's 3 kilograms lighter, it's got adjustable suspension, very sporty a riding position in comparison, and they've tweaked the engine a bit. This is the 895cc, 8-valve, double overhead cam, parallel twin. 104 brake horsepower and 68 foot-pounds. That's ideal, that's great that is. Plenty of poke. 6-speed. We got a lofty seat in comparison to the pegs. Now the seat's an 815, which sounds good, but the pegs are also high. So this distance between the actual seat and the peg is quite shallow. That's why there's not a lot of leg room for a big lad like me. We've got a 15.5 litre fuel tank, giving around 170 odd mile range. We've got a 120/70/17 Pirelli Diablo Rosso. Not a bad tyre, fairly sticky, fast road tyre. We've got twin 320mm discs and a Brembo badged up radial 4-piston caliper. The forks are 43mm upside down. It's all right, isn't it, that? Let's have a look at the back. So you can see the little shock inside there. We've got a single upside down adjustable shock. On the rear we've got a 180/55/17, same Diablo Rossos. Now then, these do come with either the standard monoshock or the optional ESA. Now this one's got the ESA, so we can adjust the suspension via the dash. It's got a single 265mm disc with a single piston Brembo badged up caliper. It's okay, isn't it? Can't really fault that, can you? They come in 3 colours. Blue, this one, sport, or tri-black. Starting at around £9,000. Now, as you can appreciate, this one's got all the nonsense on it, everything. You're talking about an 11 grand bike. So if you're looking at your first big bike, with 100 plus brake horsepower, you're going to have to spend £11,000 on a BMW. Not cheap, is it? But I've got to say, the fit and finish looks very, very nice. Okay, YouTube. Here we go. It's lovely in the shade. It's very, very warm in the open. One thing I will say is at the moment, I'm finding it easier to use the clutch. Whether it's the gearbox, or, as I said, or the quick shifter, I'm finding it a bit on the stiff side. Anyway, let's go for a bit of a ride and let you know what it feels like. Once I'm on and relaxed, It's not too bad at all. One thing I don't like is the side stand. It's tucked up behind the foot peg, and it's a bit of a bugger to get your toe on it or your heel on it. I suppose it's something, if you rode the bike regularly, you'd get used to and you'd sort it out. I've just flicked the cruise control on. We're in second gear, 22 mile an hour cruise control. Absolutely brilliant. Really pleased. That's one thing that I think BMW are doing over other makers. They're allowing you to activate the cruise at 20 mile an hour in second gear. It don't half make a difference, especially with the proliferation of 20 mile an hour zones. In fact, here's one coming up now. You talk about it and it appears. So just drop it back to 20. There we are. They're never as quick to slow down as they are to speed up, but it's not bad. They put a lot of speed humps in this area. Not the nicest of junctions, this. But still, we're through. Still in the 20. Maybe Burnt House. Nice, it's nice around here. You can be in Penryn or down into Falmouth, 10 minutes on the bus. Nice place. We had some terrible weather last night, absolutely burning up on the patio at 2 o'clock. Come 4 o'clock, the sea fret had come in. You couldn't see anything, it was horrible. Anyway, look at this again today. This is gorgeous. We're showing 20 degrees. Absolute beautiful biking weather. Lovely. And what more could you want on a lovely day than a little roadster to have a bit of a thrash about on? I'm not going to do anything fancy. We're going to go down through Pernaworthal, up the dual carriageway and back down to get a bit of a feel for it. So here's the first feel. The island. Would help if people indicated on islands, wouldn't it? So we'll do a bit of an island test. Here it is. Yeah, that's nice. Holds a tight line. It's a bit wristy, you can feel it on your wrist, but no, it's fine. So here we go. Straight up to 50, no problem at all. I don't know if any of you ever rode the earlier models, the 800s. They were uninspiring is probably the word I'd use, a bit flat. I've got to say they've upped the CC on this one and really have made it a much peppier feel. It spins up better. It's a real nice feeling engine actually. And of course, it's as light as a feather. So your 104 brake goes a long, long way on this bike. I don't think you'd have any trouble keeping up with anybody on a ride out. You know, as long as they're being sensible and not riding at absolute stupid speeds, I think this bike is more than capable of riding at national speeds or slightly above within the ease of its engine capability. Okay, so here we are, roundabout, we'll cog down one, we're going to go straight on. I'm getting a lot of elbow in the wing mirrors, but as I say, I am a big lad, aren't I? Are we safe? Yeah, we look safe. Here we go, down the hill. We're in 5th gear, I'll just knock you back to 4th. Yeah, that feels lovely. Nice line. Not sure what you can see of the dash, but as I say, we're in road mode. We've got 66 miles left to go on this tank of fuel. I should imagine it is a fairly frugal engine. 15 odd litres, what's that, 3.5 gallon is it or something? just over 3 gallon anyway. Lovely. So I'll just get the suspension a bit of a check. We're actually set up for road suspension with one rider, so you can put it in dynamic and dynamic pro, and you can also firm up the suspension, and you can increase the preload to 2 people or 2 people plus whatever. So it's not bad, is it? It's fairly versatile. So back in the 50, yeah, from 3,000 revs upwards, it's feels very nice. We're going to give it a razz up the dual carriageway and a razz down, see what it feels like at motorway speeds. So here we go. Just nip past, drop it in, and up the hill. Here we go. Straight up to 50, no problem at all. I did use the quick shift at that time. So I'm going to cog it down into third, hold the 50, and we're going to give it a, up the hill, third gear pull on. Oh yes, loads of grunt. Now this hill is far, far steeper than it appears. It's a big hill, and that absolutely took off. Yeah, I like that. Nice engine. I believe that this engine is very similar in the 900 GS, the F series of course. So you should imagine that's a fairly nice bike to ride. So we're going to go all the way around the island and back down the hill. There's nothing behind us. We're pretty safe. The island's clear. Into second. Just drop it in gently. Just a little gentle push on your right wrist, just holds the line. Here we go, in the national, away we go. Yeah, straight up to 70, no trouble at all. Now, although I'm getting a lot of wind, mainly on my chest, I'm getting no dirty air, no buffeting. In fact, it feels quite pleasant. As you can see, we're holding 70. The helmet's nice and still, nice and relaxed. Yeah, that's good, that is. We're going to drop down into the 50. We'll use the blipper, down into 5th. That's just one gear was enough. Approaching the island, we're going to pick up the 39 again, and we're going to go back towards Falmouth. Another gear change. That's lovely, isn't it? I'll just sniff in here behind the red one. So we've had a bit of A-road, a bit of motorway simulation. Let's go and see what it's like on the back lanes now. Drop a cog. I'm going to take a left here up towards Myler. There we go. Slow riding's easy. We'll do a bit of a brake test in a minute. Just nibbling through at 25 mile an hour. Fairly compliant, the suspension. This is not the nicest of road surfaces, but it's okay. Still feels a bit firm. Here it is. Easy peasy. Yeah, the quick shift is starting to loosen off a little bit. It's getting better. It needs a good firm prod though, whether you're blipping it or going up. Can't quite see. Yeah, we're clear. It's a peppy little bugger, this is, isn't it? I do like this. Up to National. So we're going to take a left and a right again. Let's have a look at the slow riding, shall we? Slow riding doddle. Just balanced it with the back brake. Okay, so we'll just get up to 40 odd. Nothing behind. Back brake. Okay, works well, effective, needs a good prod, but there was no, it didn't actually tempt the ABS to kick in, so here we go again. Front brake, nobody behind. Very nice. Yeah, the ABS did flicker a little bit, but that was okay. A lot of weight on it with me on it, going down a hill. So here we go again. Emergency stop. Yeah, it's all right, Dennis, that's okay. No problem at all. Yeah, the suspension feels quite compliant. Certainly not what I'd call budget, it's okay. Because as you can see, this is not the best road surface. Lots of overbanding and places where it's been repaired and not blended in. That's going well. So we'll go down on the main road at Penryn and we'll do a bit of simulated town riding. So it's got a lot going for it then, isn't it, this little bike? If you're looking for a roadster, 100 plus brake horsepower, decent set of brakes, good suspension, could this be the bike for you? As I say, I think if you was 5'10", 5'11", which is what, 6-7 inches shorter than me, you'd probably be the maximum. Okay, a bit of town riding. Down through Penryn. Anyway, while we're here, I might as well say it. If you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see some more Lofty Biker videos, click on that little like, subscribe, ring the bell, ask me a question. You know I'm only too pleased to answer your questions. So here we are in Penryn. These Carmelo's Place tyre finders. It's as good as anywhere if you want your motorbike tyres down here. Carmelo would sort them out for you. Anyway, here we are. We're nearly back at Ocean BMW.